Hey everybody, welcome back to Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved Skyblock Expert Mode. That's such a long title. Anyway, so I've done a few things since stopped recording the last episode like an hour ago. Uh, I got excited and anxious and didn't want to wait around forever to actually do stuff with that reactor. So I really want to get Applied Energistic started. um, so I've got some stuff. If you stayed tuned, and you need to do this, you need to stay tuned for the end of the episode after the fade to the outro to my logo. There's always I take my cue from Marvel on this. There's a little clip at the end that's a sneak peek, a funny clip, little FYI, anything I can come up with. Usually it's just kind of a corny, funny little clip. I got the stuff out of here, so what we do is I'm going to take a stack of that, 2 stacks of that. We're going to go over here and we're going to make us a little bit more of this. What we need is enriched uranium nuclear fuel. So we're going to make that. Now, for now, I'm just throwing it in here in this barrel. And this is our purified stuff that we've washed in here, which I actually have another half stack of. And some other stuff too. But yeah, so, and let's put these little extras back there. So what we do is we take this and we stick it back into this canning machine. Excuse me. Now right now I've still got this on fluid, or on fluid solid, on fluid enriched. But you change it to canning mode, which let me show you. Take that out. Just put canning. Then you throw in an empty fuel rod, and then you throw your enriched uranium fuel stuff in here, and then it puts out this fuel rod uranium. Now, to get these dual fuel rods, you take this and put it in a crafting grid like that with an iron plate in the middle, and that will give you a dual fuel rod. Then you can also make a quad, but I'm not going to do that right now. What we're going to do is be very, very brave. And we're going to go over here. I already made an advanced heat vent. Now that is 2 heat vents, 6 iron bars, and a diamond. The regular heat vents are a motor, 4 iron plates, and 4 iron bars. Not too complicated at all. And I'm not sure why it does that. But anyway. Okay, so we have an advanced heat vent. Now, what I want to do, I'm going to put, you know what? I'm going to start this out with the single fuel rods because I don't know how well this is going to work. So I want to try that, and I think well, let's start it up first of all. All right, so I think I'm going to put the switch over here and turn. Oh, it's doing something. I hear ticking noises and everything else. Output 20 EU, core temp 0. So is it not going to heat up at all? Is this absorbing everything then? Okay, tell you what, I'm going to take that out a second. Let's see what happens if I do this. Okay, now the core temp is heating up. And it is killing that heat vent. Let's throw these in. The core temp is still climbing. I'm going to have to make more heat vents. That's all there is to it. And I'm aware this thing that I've done here is not efficient at all. I'm very much aware of that. Okay. I'm going to have to play with designs on this. Now, from what I understand, we can actually, let me try this. Let me put that there and put this here and this here and see. Maybe I want to do, hold on a second here. I got what, 4? Let's do this. Put that there, put that there, and that there. I need one more fuel rod, but I've got this. Here, let's move that out and put this here. What's that do? Output 60. Core temp's holding at 31. So if I shut that off, does it cool down? Eventually, I'm sure it does. I guess I'm going to keep playing with this. And yeah, see, that's not increasing efficiency at all. So what if I do this? And let's throw this guy right here. What if I do that? Oh man, look at the core temp go. Let's pull that out of there once. Alright, it's holding at 45. I think I need a heat exchanger. Ooh, there goes a coolant cell getting used up. Alright, let's go through. I'm turned around. Which way is this way? Let's go through a heat exchanger together. I think I have... Oh crap, I don't have any motors ready. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna stand here and watch this. And I'm aware that this thing is just like burning power into the air. It's not doing anything useful right now, and I'm perfectly okay with that. This is testing phase. So okay, as soon as I figure out, I know these things last a while. I think I do need to make a bunch of heat exchangers is what I need to do. But man, I absolutely destroyed that advanced one that I had, and I think it was because of that dual fuel rod. So yeah, I'm going to run this for a while and play with some different configurations and make some heat exchangers and probably some maybe 30K cooling cells or something like that. And we will see what happens later on. I don't, yeah, because like if I throw that in there, yeah, there goes that core temp again. Yeah. Alright, so I will be back with an update to this, I guess. Alright guys, welcome back. It's been a while since I recorded the previous part of this episode. Same kind of deal with my Modsplosion episode if you've watched that. Went on vacation, recorded that first part beforehand, and now almost 2 weeks later I'm recording the rest of this. So anyway, I've done some work on this though. This is the setup I opted to go with. It's just fuel rod and then a coolant cell every other thing all the way through. That way we don't get a rising core temp. It came back up a little bit because I let some of the coolant cells dissipate and go away without replacing them quickly enough. So I resolved that. This works rather well to keep the coolant cells full as long as you keep the barrel full. It takes a lot of lapis and tin to keep that thing full though. I've got one extra one over here, but I've also got some more fuel rods and those dual fuel rods that I will get around to using eventually when I get better equipped to handle that thing. But yeah, I got a couple cells are just a little bit below halfway, about 2/3 done. So once those are depleted, we can replace those with the other ones and take those depleted ones and process them in the thermal centrifuge and get the iridium that we need to get into AE. Hopefully, I don't think that's going to be this episode though. This is going to be a relatively short episode, but I do want to get it out there, so I'm going to wrap this up fairly quickly. I don't remember if I worked on that in between this last two segments or if that was all done before I recorded the last part. I really don't, but there's what it is. I think that was all done before. I think I've showed that. Anyway, so yeah, I've got a little bit of stuff going on over here with processing all the things. But yeah, the thermal centrifuge is where we're going to put the depleted uranium cells when when they're done. So the other thing I did since last edit was I added a little something over here. This, how do I have two wires going to that? Oh, the other wire goes up to that side. That's why. I needed to actually turn this thing. That's alright. Doesn't matter. It works. It's fine. So yeah, I've added, no, wait a minute, actually. It's not fine. I don't want that wire going up there. I need to fix that. Give me a second. Okay, now it looks right. Okay, so I added this wire going up to here to this transformer, and then I put a low voltage out into this junction here, so where it'll actually feed all these machines off of the feedback from where I added that line over there, which I was just over there and didn't point it out. But yeah, I added this line here connected to this, so we're actually using the energy that we're outputting, which is 135 EU per tick. Really don't know how that translates to RF, but it is definitely giving me more power than what I had. Also, I hooked a switch to this guy. Figured out how to work that Redstone Breaker finally. So yeah, you just hook I interrupted this line from here to there by hooking one side to, one end to each side of this, and then you just put a switch beside of it to make it work. Basically, is all you do. And I've got it actually shut off right now, so it's not draining my power. However, this thing is full, so I run it intermittently. But so let's see. I think that's about all I've gotten done. I'm basically just been waiting on this thing here to finish using up one of these cells. You know what? I am going to get iridium this episode. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to cut. I'm going to wait until this is done, and then we're going to process a depleted uranium cell because I want to get some iridium, and we'll turn that into a plate and possibly get that AE2 wrench this time or this episode. So yeah, I'll be right back. Alright guys, we have our first depleted fuel rod, and actually, here, I gotta spread these out, because we're gonna replace them as we got several of them here that are getting ready to run out, so we're gonna pull these out. And I misspoke a moment ago in the video. These do not give us the iridium directly from the thermal centrifuge. These give us plutonium. We use that mixed with various parts to get the two pieces we need to get the iridium from the assembly table. So as soon as I get these out of here, we will go centrifuge them and get the plutonium, and I will get the other parts that I need to mix with it, and then we'll see what we can do about that iridium. I'll be right back. Okay, actually looking at this recipe thing, I'm waiting on, well, here, we'll just take this out and throw this in. This is only going to give us one tiny pile of plutonium, which unfortunately, if I hit usage on that, we need 9 of those to get a full piece of plutonium, and we need 3 of those to make, well, actually we need 6 of them altogether, I believe, to make, yeah, we need 3 for the pellets of RTG fuel and 3 for the MOX nuclear fuel, which we use to make the iridium ore. So we need 6 full pieces, which means we need 54 of these depleted fuel rods. So I'm going to have to make a crap ton of coolant cells and let this thing run probably overnight at least to get remotely close to enough to do anything with iridium. It's going to be a little while. So I'm going to actually work on some other stuff in the meantime while that's being processed. It may or may not even be ready for the next episode. We shall see. Or it may be a little while because of this being so grindy before I get to the next episode of this. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do. I do have another series I kind of want to take a look at. Maybe, I don't know how much of a series it'll wind up being. But the thing is, we just released a new mod pack for Minecraft 1.9.4. It's called Modsplosion Volatile. You should check it out if you have not already seen in the video description the information that I put there for it. Hint, hint. So, yeah, check that out and let us know what you think. There is a public server available for it. The information is below as well. So, yeah, I said this episode is going to be a little bit short. I think it actually is. Anyway, I don't know. By the time I get done editing, it's hard to tell. So, I will, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I don't, I kind of spent a lot of time just getting to this point in this episode and not, I mean, I really just want to get Applied Energetics started. I'm not sure what to do otherwise, other than work on that. So, while I do some more work on this and make some plans for it and all that good stuff, and work on this, which is almost heated up. There we go, it's heated up, and this is processing. So, yeah, while this is all going on, I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to leave a like if you did enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.